Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm giving you this Thanksgiving smoky eye. It's an ombre brown effect type of look, and I know it looks really dramatic here on camera, but I also have lashes on, so that makes any look more dramatic. This is actually very wearable if you just add mascara rather than lashes. I think this is a beautiful look for any time, any day. I love it, and I definitely think you guys will like it as well. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, I'm just going to start by priming my eyes, and I'm using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. I use it in almost every single tutorial that you watch, because I know you watch them, right? And just sweep that all over the lids. And this is just really going to make sure that your shadows stay in place all day and won't be creasing on you. For today's video, I'm using the Tartelette In Bloom palette. We just talked about this packaging. Gorgeous, gorgeous. The eyeshadows are to die for. Look at them. They're so warm and beautiful. I love them. I'm just going to start with a transition shade, and I'm going to start with Smarty Pants right here. Just going to dab it on my brush. Okay guys, I've already started one eye, so I'm just going to go and catch up with this second eye. Just doing windshield wiper motions. This is going to be my transition shade. Just want to make sure that there are no harsh lines. This is a very non-structured smoky eye, so you don't have to have a ton of experience with smoky eyes. Just as long as you have hands and eyes, then you should be able to do this. So now I'm going to dip into this really pretty shimmery shade right here. I'm just going to pat that all over the lid. You want to make sure you bring it all the way up to your crease. You don't want to go past your crease, you just want to make sure that you're getting it in your crease. Okay, now I'm just going to mix these bottom two colors. This is like a really red earthy brown, and this is just a really deep, it almost has a purple undertone to it, and I'm just going to mix the two. And I'm just going to go in dotting motions and pat this onto the lid. I'm not going all the way up, I'm just going about halfway to the lid. And if I feel like I need more, then I go back. Just dip it in a few times, and you're just wanting to get that gradient effect. And then with a clean, fluffy brush, I'm just going to take this and wipe this back and forth just so there's no harsh lines, and you can really see that it gives that gradient effect of being darker to lighter. Okay, now I'm going into this extremely dark brown shade right here called Activist. And I'm taking this really close to the lash line, and I'm not going very far above it. And then again with that fluffy brush, that clean fluffy brush, I'm just taking it, going back and forth. Now I'm going to go back to the two mid-tone colors that I mixed and just kind of put that back on there. Because when you blend like this, you do a lot of blending. Sometimes colors get washed away, and we really want these all to show up. So we're just going to keep blending and keep applying, building that color up. I'm going to go and darken up this eye because I feel like I didn't do it as dark. I'm going to apply my Benefit Professional. And this is just a pore filler. So I have rather big pores on my cheeks and around my chin. And I feel like I've been using this wrong all these years. I usually just have been swiping it on, you know, and going my way. But really the key to really making this stuff work is to do it in circular motions back and forth. So go circular clockwise and then go counterclockwise. And then you will really be able to tell such a huge difference. So if you have the NYX pore filler, which is more affordable, or anything with this kind of texture to it, just give it a try. Go in one way, circular motions, and then go in the other way. I even do it around my nose. I'm going to be doing a little bit of contouring. My Anastasia cream contour kit. I'm going in with this middle shade. I believe it's a Light Sculpt. That's the name of it. I'm just dragging this on right underneath my cheek, right on top of my forehead. This is going to really bring shadow to anything that you want sunken in almost, or given a shadow effect. So if you have a larger forehead, then adding contour to the top of it is going to make it look not as small or not as big. Adding contour to your cheekbones is just going to really make them look more sunken in and more structured. If you're gonna do your jawline, you want to make sure that you take it back here behind your ear. That's where you want to start it, and then bring it up to your jawline. I just saw that in a tip from a makeup artist that works with Mados. Okay, now I'm going to take this erase paste from Benefit, and this is just to cover up the dark circles that I might have underneath my eye. And I apply this before I put on concealer. If you watched my Tip Tuesday, then you know what I'm talking about. I have a sample of the Georgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I was in Texas this weekend jewelry shopping and I wanted to try it out. So I'm just going to take the lid of it and tap my brush in it and then just start to blend this out. So the key to not feeling like you're caking up your makeup with so much product is to make sure that you have a lighter foundation. You don't want to use a really heavy foundation after you've already contoured, or else you're just going to feel your face is going to be really heavy feeling. I spread it out so you can see, like, I don't want a lot of foundation to try to cover this. I'm just trying to blend this out. I'm just taking this along my neck. Blending out that contour with my jawline. Go back in. Go back on my forehead. So it's really not a lot of product. It's really even once you blend everything out. You just need to make sure that you're not using a heavy foundation to blend it out. And there are so many different ways to contour. You don't have to use a foundation. You can use the whole entire contour kit as your foundation that way. And just use a beauty blender to blend it out, but I just like to do it this way. This is a very pretty foundation. Before I move on to setting everything, I'm going to apply my concealer. I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. Just dotting that under my eyes. And this is just going to give it a brighter effect. Take my Eco Tools brush. This is not necessarily for concealer, but I like it for it. And just pat that product in. Patting it is going to give it a more natural looking effect rather than sweeping it and possibly getting lines from not blending it properly. Chocolate Solei bronzer just to set that contour with. I'm just going to dab into it and then lightly dust over it. And my Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm just going to dab it on. You want to dab first, just to make sure that it really gets in and sets that concealer. And then you can go in and sweep it away. So anywhere that I put concealer, I'm going to go and set. So I'm going in with my Too Faced Beach Bunny bronzer and dabbing it in here. Just going right above that contour. For blush, I'm using the shade Cantaloupe from MAC. Just a really pretty peachy coral color. Don't worry, I blend it out. I'm gonna do my brows real quick. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back and I did my brows and I added some lashes and they look a little dramatic, but that's okay because I like them. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes and my lips and then this video is done. I'm taking a black liner and this is from Colourpop in the color Swerve. And I really do love their eyeliners. They stay all day long and they don't make my eyes water, which is nice because that's really hard for me to find. I'm just going to line the waterline. Taking a small smudge brush and I'm going to go in this glittery foiled looking shade and just run that under the waterline. That same brush, I'm going to go in the two mid-tone shades and then run them under the line. And you have a smoky eye. I'm just going to add mascara now. So now for the lips, I want to keep it more brown based, very neutral. So I'm going in with this Smashbox. Why can't I say that? I'm going in with the Smashbox Always Sharp lip liner in the color Nude Medium. I want to throw a gloss on top of this. So I'm using Overspiced from MAC, and this is one of their lip glosses. Alright guys, that completes this tutorial, and I hope you like this very easy brown neutral smoky eye. I think it turned out really great. It was not hard to do whatsoever. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you like watching me, then don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.